Thank you very much, Anthony. And as I've said before in my anti-war work, where it's a lot more obvious, some of these problems that really invigorate people and make people passionate when they see the destructiveness of war and the connection to the Federal Reserve. But when we start talking about monetary policy, it often goes over people's heads. It often, you see blank stares and eyes glaze over when you get into money supply and inflation and all these other terms that people don't really get into their daily lives. But when it comes down to it, and you understand the connection between monetary policy and our interventionist, destructive foreign policy, you understand that the issues before us today are truly a matter of life and death. It's not enough to understand that the war in Iraq is simply bad for America, bad for our security, destroying our military, our ability to defend ourselves, destroying our reputation abroad, has caused now the displacement of up to 5 million Iraqis, 2.5 internally and 2.5 externally displaced refugees, but also 1 million at least dead in Iraq who have died violent deaths as a direct result of the occupation, not to mention the 1 million that died as a result of the sanctions that we placed on Iraq in the decade previous. It is with that same conviction that we must bring to this issue. We must take that on. And as Anthony touched on, I want to quote Henry Ford here. And this is something this is from featured in the documentary, of course, Freedom to Fascism. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Now, people are starting to understand. And people are starting to learn the truth. And the issue has been repressed. The media has blacked it out. And it's not that we can't handle the truth, but that they can't handle us knowing the truth. And one of the reasons we are spreading the truth the way that we are with this movement is with the support of numerous independent media outlets. And one of the most prominent ones in this movement, and one of the most invaluable assets to what we are trying to accomplish here, has been Break the Matrix. That's Shelley Roach, IT director for Break the Matrix, who's also helping us out here today. One more time, give it up for Shelley and Break the Matrix. Well, like I said earlier, objective journalism is a myth. We have corporate media that writes propaganda for the establishment, and we have independent media that writes propaganda for the people. And that's exactly what Break the Matrix is doing. They are spreading the message of the important truth that the American people don't know, that the corporate media does not want us to know, that the Federal Reserve is afraid of us knowing. And what we are doing is raising an awareness that will break that matrix.